Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here, back with an episode of our Chicago Bears franchise. I was gonna stream this, but with how Call of Duty just came out, or not, didn't come out, open beta going on. So I've been streaming a lot of that over on Twitch, twitch.tv, Dark Prometheus 112, same thing as you see here. But there's my Twitch plugin for the day. Gonna sell out. But hey, it happens. Gotta put your stuff out there. But yeah, I was gonna stream this, but I decided against it. We'll play it just like we have past couple of times. So I was gonna do a preview video as well. We'll quickly go through the Ravens roster. We'll see how this is. So of course, Lamar Jackson will be dealing with 98 overall. It's going to be a crazy, crazy game. Halfback, Mark Ingram, Gus Edwards, who's been pretty good in the playoffs. J.K. Dobbins, Patrick Richard, Marquise Brown, Willie Snead, Devin Duvernay, Miles Boykin, Chris Moore, yeah. Mark Andrews is the tight end with Nick Boyle. Jacob Breland is out. Ronnie Stanley. DJ Fluker might play on the opposite side. I don't know. Bradley Bozeman. Matt Sakura. Eric Kush, former Bear. Orlando Brown. Derek Wolf is injured, so we'll see. Jihad Ward. Maybe a little bit of Justin Matabuke. Calais Campbell. Brandon Williams. Justin Ellis. Matthew Judon. Patrick Quinn, Pernell McPhee, a little bit of Jalen Ferguson. Over at corner, Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters, Jimmy Smith. Good three shot at corner. Three safety, former Bear and former Washington guy. Clinton Dix, Deshaun Elliott, Chuck Clark, Anthony Levine is out and injured. Justin Tucker, coach. So, this is the Super Bowl. This is for all the marbles here. Can Nick Foles win his second Super Bowl? Let's look at the uniforms. The Ravens are going to be in their whites. We're going to be in our blues. See the X Factors. Mack, Lamar Jackson, Calais Campbell, Allen Robinson, Ron Bailey, Bree, Justin Barrett, John, Nick Boyle, and Patterson. This is going to be a very difficult game, to say the least. But can Nick Foles do it? He did it in Philly.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55.
All right. Nick Foles, baby.
We'll see Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore
Remember, Foles was the MVP. He played it off against Brady.
Since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Ravens have done it again, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013, but had not won so much as a playoff game since then.
And remember, Ravens history begins in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland and became the Baltimore Ravens. Since then, the Super Bowl twice. Number 47 you mentioned, and they won that one with offense. I think they won that one 34-31.
All right.
But how about Super Bowl 30?
Let's go, baby.
Tampa over the Giants. That one was done with a dominant defense.
Meanwhile, it has been a roller coaster ride in Chicago the last few years. They've been up, they've been down, they've had double doinks, but now the Bears are back looking for...
Gotta bring it up. The double doink.
Now we do know that the Bears had plenty of success pre-Super Bowl because they won 8 NFL titles to be exact.
Okay, here we go.
Mentioned, looking for their second Super Bowl win. They did have another appearance.
Oh, almost broke that.
They lost to Peyton Manning of the Colts in Super Bowl 41. The win prior,
All right.
Super Bowl 20, a huge blowout against the Patriots.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
And each time I sit down to evaluate Nick Foles, I end up tipping my cap to him because this guy has experienced some highs in the NFL, gone to the Pro Bowl as a starting quarterback, had a year where he had 27 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions, led a team to the playoffs. Had some lows as well, has been benched, been a backup along the way.
Oh, Cohen. Foles just drops that in with a dime.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. Gets that complete to his tight end, Quinn. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first carry for the shifty Khalil Mack. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Foles with a throw caught by the tight end, Komet. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Anthony Miller. It's not there. Don't force it. It's not there.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Not there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And there it is, Allen Robinson.
Touchdown Bears. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears take it all the way down the field.
Foles gonna tuck that ball right in there, just like he tucked Allen Robinson in. Let's go.
Didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is...
How are we gonna deal with Lamar?
He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
Keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Allow me a second here to gush because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Oh, wow.
This will be stopped about
That cut was just dirty.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Khalil.
He'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have
And Mark Ingram's just a bit.
a
quicker than Danny Trevathan.
Fantastic talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Jackson.
Oh, and he got in there.
This time they were
Just squeezed.
right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. On 3rd down.
So much space there for Ingram to run through.
First, thanks to a flashy little spin move. They get five out of that one, and he moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Gus Edwards.
Flag, but we do stop Gus Edwards in the backfield. This holding.
No!
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over it. As soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block it, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And good down.
Roquan with the stop.
6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off.
We just cannot get off the field right now.
On 2nd down,
Khalil's there.
blitz coming and down.
We sent one more
Enough takes to start
than what they kept back, and
on the sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Nick is a very, very fickle man.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
we stop him. Oh,
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get
all right, Foles, you got to take care of the football.
after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other thing. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw to the line complete to his running back.
Come on, Komet.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he'll be hit as he
I had Ridley breaking open.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
Botters there.
They'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. After a chip shot field goal, maybe
Shoot the gap.
It's a balancing act.
Roquan's there to
Exactly right. They're none too pleased.
finish it.
Punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, that's how it works when you can go.
Nope.
And not much there at all. Maybe
Goals and Eddie Jackson are there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Just like that.
they go screen. This is Ingram. And they're
He didn't get it.
down short.
Khalil Mack from behind, baby.
Hard, if that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Missed a few times on
Good one by David Montgomery.
downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Foles.
Nope.
And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the back.
There's no way we could have fit that in. I mean, there is, but there isn't.
A 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Benitez Miller, he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Foles.
Right there. I got him.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Blitz, 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 blitz. Right side.
36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field.
There's a throw right side taken in by
Full
his
commit.
tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. First down, a run. He'll be taken
Good play.
88 for a pickup.
Wow.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get
Ah.
their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a
It's
hole.
just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
So do I.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Nice punt.
Play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up.
Didn't get the penetration we wanted.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
26, man. Finish it up. Finish it up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, get up.
A 10 carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the blitz works.
Sack. They get him back at his own 30-yard line. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, it's Ingram, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Sam Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 35 yards. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 46.
Here we go.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10. A throw down the field, the play is running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Ray Cohen making moves.
Turns there and give him a first down.
58 to the mic.
They look to throw now on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Robinson.
Looking for a flag, just not going to get it.
11 more on that one and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own
Allen Robinson right here, baby. Just as long as he's not double teamed.
They did it well there, perfectly executed.
And it's there! Allen Robinson with 2 TDs.
Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of this Super
We got the one-on-one coverage.
push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is
Against Marcus Peters.
find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished
And there it is.
right before the half ended.
We are just playing great all around. Foles is taking care of the football. Our negative plays have been minimal.
For the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're right on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
Oh, man.
Screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work,
Khalil Mack chasing him outside the pocket.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
Mack is doing work right now.
Seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted 3. Second and 7. Caught by Steve over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on
They really aren't going to take the timeout? They're not. They're not even going to take a shot in the end zone.
another first and 10. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our
Bears doing
halftime report.
work in the passing
Okay,
game.
Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome
Khalil
everyone.
Mack has made some great plays.
Both teams ready after the halftime.
1 sack, 1 tackle just short of the sticks.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Foles is taking pretty good care of the football.
Come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense.
I expect Lamar's going to come out and throw the football.
14 to 3 and needing to get something going here as they come up on first
And Jalen!
Down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Jackson. And that is
And it's dropped.
a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Over under zone.
This offense in desperate
Buller's pretty much on an island.
up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him.
Just not able to get it, but a sea of Bears swarm it. Jalen Johnson gets the tackle.
All they could muster there to bring up
But
4th down.
Buster's there. EJ's there.
Things have to come together and be well
I think Gibson's the other one that's there. Just
executed wrong
great.
for being a big game.
It's taken to the 26.
And there it is. Cordell on the outside. Cordell Patterson.
Great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason there.
All day, every day, any day.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, and it's picked.
Intercepted.
Foles just missed Harris there. Just missed him.
And Brandon, this is a
Threw it behind
inside a quarterback's head and figure
Demetrius Harris.
where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try to get the ground game going with it.
Big gain.
20 before
Mark Ingram.
the Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true, to actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs, and all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. And he is
And Lamar.
in the end zone for
Lamar's going to take that in.
Lamar Jackson, keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
Oh, that hurts.
That interception into a touchdown. And this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to
That hurts a lot.
think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things
We had a good punt there.
can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try to keep it back in the pocket.
Come on, Foles. Take care of the football.
He was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive. The momentum is sort of shifting the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Linebacker Patrick Quinn bringing him down. On 2nd and 9, Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot.
I got to throw that.
That one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there.
Challenging that.
That brings up 4th. And the
He's in there.
decided to challenge this play.
He is in there.
Down the red flag.
I don't know if they're going to call it. Looks like he scrapes his toe, but just a misstep by Allen Robinson there.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice from the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Marquise
Got
Brown
their
is the intended target, and that'll bring up second
feet
down.
tangled up there.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. He's got the first down and more.
Really? Come on, Jalen.
10 and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 61 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. This offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week?
All right, let's stretch the field.
Halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better. Just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
Come on out here, come get some. Come get
Foles going to
some.
lead the Bears to the line, first and 10 at their own 22. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Come on, Cole. Foles. You gotta make that play, Foles.
Run, you've got to give them a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Checking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Go, baby. They turn up.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
On second and 9, Foles. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So third and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Right over there. Yeah. Right, 58. Right.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he gets us down inside the 35.
They gave us outside leverage. We're gonna take it.
Kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
That's right.
From the 31, Foles.
Check.
Come on, Foles.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Let's give some credit to the
You're
defense.
killing me.
Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
58, boys. 58. Mike. Got nothing.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force
The more mobile quarterback, I maybe am able to grab that.
And it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them a touchdown their last go around. Obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start planning for this drive,
Good one by Buster.
what are we going to do? You don't go away from
Oh, wow, really?
Finds an opening past the 40. And all the way inside the 35.
Come on.
Before he goes out of bounds. A big effort that time. Big run, 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Short throw caught by Andrews, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the secondary pass play only went for 2. Got a man, and he hits it in stride.
Come on.
First down as the tackle's made here at the
Gotta. He just bounced right off of him. Gotta make that tackle, man.
first down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 26, Mike, 26.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. The man is Duvernay. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Yeah,
Give him
baby.
9 there on the 1st down completion. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another carry for the workhorse tonight.
You gotta be. Come on, Mac. You gotta hold there. What is Khalil doing there? He didn't even. It wasn't even a hold. He just went straight at Lamar.
Him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have
Like,
a coach who called it marrying.
it's not what you do. You hold.
When you get on a guy, you just
Hold, force him to pick there,
on assignment.
and then you pick the one that has the football.
Big move towards the end zone.
Oh my God. Cordell Patterson has one!
Look out. Cordell Patterson on the loose.
Bring it! Bring it!
He will score.
Cordell! A big 99-yard return. The last one.
For the potential.
The last Super Bowl. Devin Hester took one back.
That return for a touchdown because as you have over
And now it's Cordell Patterson.
ride that momentum into a 2-point try, or do you line up and go ahead and kick the extra point?
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Foles will look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across
All
the
right.
fence. Let's see if you can match us.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The ball switches back over to Mark Ingram and the Ravens. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for.
I thought I got that audible on. I guess not.
Coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block. They're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he's got it
Wow.
field and into Bears.
Ahead of steam there by Ingram.
Run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Finish it up. Finish it up. Andy. 59. Finish it up.
2nd and 3. Jackson.
Nope.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they caught a spectacular one-handed grab there.
Come on, Bush. Tight coverage, and Andrews just makes a great play. But you got to make an even better play there, man.
Jackson on 1st down.
Just got to make a better play.
And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
There it is. Good play.
Stacked up behind the line, second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's gonna find
And there it is!
the completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring
All right. It's all up to Nick Foles.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
if you get points for reception, you got a reception. But no yardage
It's all up
defense there.
to Big Nick Foles.
Gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this
He's made some big drives in the past.
It's a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so.
We start from our 20.
Prayer in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact
Allen Robinson, good catch. Box up Marcus Peters. We've been able to take advantage of Marcus Peters all game.
now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
From up near the 40 now.
I do not like that play at all.
1st and 10.
Check 52.
On 1st down. It's Cohen. And he takes this up.
I don't like that look.
Yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At 58 is a mic. Go, go. Watch the
They try again.
coming. Double up,
Still
double
a
up.
couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. He's on that play. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 yards.
I thought we didn't have it.
The 1st down in the process. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Foles. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he gets it inside the 30.
Stay in bounds.
Just shy of the 30.
Brandon, I think you and I are both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run.
We're not gonna hike it before this.
Aired it out, throwing it around the yard. Now they've
Yeah, I like this look, but running the clock.
be successful.
Having Nick Foles come up big
55 down to the final 2.
in the last and punch this into the end zone. More important.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you feel
We've
that.
had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one.
On the ball.
They'll look to throw. And he will find.
Really is gonna stay in bounds.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic. Exit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete right around the 8. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
And Tariq Cohen! There it is, baby!
Taking the lead
And there it is.
You mess up, could come back
4-point game. Nick Foles. Nick Foles has done it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
I don't know. Pinheiro kicked this as hard as he can. The biggest kick of his life there.
Returnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 4, a little over 40 seconds to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. He's going to drop this underneath.
Keep him in bounds.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Back to throw.
He's checking. Crash.
Knocked away by Buster.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
58.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly.
It's knocked away.
Complete. Down to 15 seconds.
Almost.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now.
Here it is. Can the Bears seal it? And it's knocked out by Kyle Fuller. And that will be your ball game. The Bears.
That may write a finish to this Super Bowl.
Kyle Fuller with a big play. Nick Foles. He does it in Chicago.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And here come the whistles.
We had some big issues in this game, in this season. Mitch did not play great in some aspects. Foles came in. It took him a couple games to get ready. Our defense. Our defense played some great games. We had to deal with the Falcons. Foles, 2 game-winning drives in the playoffs.
This great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
And he does it in the Super Bowl.
Final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
I will say Jalen Johnson had some struggles on the outside. Cordell Patterson with the kick return for a touchdown.
Just how everybody wants to
Allen Robinson gets the MVP.
trophy. What a season for them. What a ride.
7 receptions, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Charles Davis and our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next
Allen Robinson had an absolute spectacular year. And that contract's going to be big for Allen Robinson. Probably somewhere in the ballpark of about $20 million. Realistically, they say real life it should be about $18 million projection. This is we won the Super Bowl and he was the MVP. We're gonna say that it's got to be a $20 million a year contract. Nick Foles. Great game. Did throw that one pick, but played amazing. He outduels Tom Brady and wins with the Eagles. 4 years later, 3 years later or so, wins it against Lamar Jackson. Rushing, Ingram had a great game. We couldn't get our rushing attack going, but with Calais Campbell and this defense difficult to run on. Our receivers did some work. Especially Allen Robinson, one-on-one. We made just enough plays to win. Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. We see the Bears in real life struggling offensively in many aspects without Tariq Cohen. And he is a very big part of this offense. Totals, Buster, and some great plays. Tackle for loss. Mack had that big one. Quinn had that big one. Sacks. John Gibson with the blitz. Khalil Mack. Chuck Chark had the interception. And let's say it right now. Khalil Mack finally has his first Super Bowl ring. I know many of you might say, well, this wasn't as entertaining as, say, rebuilding a team. But this is a team that is set up to win if our defense plays well. And our defense played amazing throughout the year for the most part. We almost didn't even make the playoffs. You gotta remember that. It wasn't like we eased in. We had some good matchups in playoffs too. We didn't actually go through the toughest teams in the NFC. We played two of the wild card teams. And then the Lions, a team that we are very familiar with, and it showed when we put up 50 points on them. When we get the Super Bowl win, Matt Nagy gets his ring. Let's do some upgrades. Kevin Tolliver, I don't think he's going to be a big part of our future long run, but I don't know. We'll kind of see how that goes. I think a lot of these guys are probably on our practice squad. Go zone. One to zone coverage. Press, okay. Lucas. Keelan Doss might be a receiver we want to develop in the run. Antoine Brooks at strong safety. Biggest thing is strong safety. We need to figure out what we're going to do in the inside. That's one speed for Antoine Brooks. DHC. And coverage, okay. For Lamar. Some of these, I think a lot of these guys are on our practice squad. Zone coverage, nice. Just zone coverage at 59. Not an all down guy. David Blau. Throw accuracy myth, we're on the run. Throw power goes up by 1. Okay. I mean, I think he could be serviceable as a backup. Jordan Lucas, who's going to go up to a 70. Coverage, okay. I'm not sure if he's going to be... He has a 90 speed. Ooh, that might be something there. And we get it. Bragging Whites win the Super Bowl. We have all of our practice squad players who we did sign. Matt Nagy, of course, going to get the contract extension. 4 years, $5 million. We acknowledge that. We have some college scouting to do. That's one of our biggest things. Just great plays. all around. What was I going to do? I was going to look at news, see if there's any draft stories. Eric Collins gained some weight, scare off some guys. Knows. Just not sure what we're going to do. When it comes to trying to figure out doing that middle linebacker spot. Ooh, Matt Ward might be a guy. Oh, as well. Got a lot of good Joey Washington in the 4th round. That looks like some. Wilder there. I don't know. Might be a good one there. I don't know what we're going to do. We might end up drafting strong safety. We'll have to see what is in the offseason. So I am going to end up doing the offseason in my probably a live stream. Probably in that. Or actually no. I'm not going to live stream any of this one. I'm actually going to do the offseason pretty much right after this. Do a little research when it comes to the actual free agency. When it comes to our own players, see who we can get through. And yeah. We are going to figure out what we're going to do at quarterback, what we're going to do with Dan Trevathan, what we're going to do at safety, how we're going to shore up this offensive line. Remember, Fetty is out, is a 1-year deal. Both left and right tackle are not under contract in the next couple of years after this, so they're both Massey and Leno are both under contract next year. And I think it's Leno that drops off, and then Massey. Massey is going to go into being 32. Maybe we have to do some jingle jangling on the line. Let's see what regression does. What we're going to do at long term quarterback, we got to figure that out. Feel like we're good at running back. Are we going to re-sign Cordell Patterson? We have to after that kick return. Do we bring in another kick returner? And on the line, Will Robertson Harris is a free agent, but we have Eddie Goldman coming in. So do we pick out Lyle Nichols in that spot and we play Goldman in that middle where Nichols was playing? We let Roy Robb walk. We got a lot of things to figure out. On top of that, we have an aging Robert Quinn who's going to be 33. Still on a contract for 2 more years, but we need to think about who we're going to bring in and go on the outside. We also have to think about what we're going to do with nickel. Strong safety, are we going to go with Gibson again? Or are we going to go a different direction? Maybe we need to bring in a couple reserve safeties. One that if we don't like what we have at middle linebacker, maybe we end up doing another 3 safety scheme. So a lot of stuff to worry about, a lot of stuff to think about. Thank you all for joining me, guys. Don't forget to hit the like below, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Later.